students, once again welcome back to Active Education Pro. Today this video is a series 3 on topic integers of class 6 NCERT mathematics, and this video is for comparison of integers. Now in this video we'll search which integer is greater, which integer is smaller, which one is smaller and which one is greater, means to detect the larger and the smaller numbers, the larger integers and the smaller integers. Already we have uploaded 2 number of videos in my channel about integers, what is integers, and plotting up integers on a number line. And this is the third series of chapter integers, third video. And now let's start comparison of integers. You know integer is of two types. One is positive integer and another one is negative integer, including 0. Integer is a set of number with positive integers. Negative integers include 0. Negative with positive and then 0. Negative, 0 and positive integers is a collection of numbers. Comparison of integers. You know very well positive number means normally we know counting numbers from 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are the counting numbers, and you know about their comparison ratios. You know when you move left to right on a number line, then the number will exceed 1 by 1, the number will add 1 by 1, so that we'll get the next number, the successor. You can say it is a successor. You know very well about positive number comparisons, positive integer comparisons. And come back to negative integers, and you know in a number line this is 0, these are the negative integers. When you come from right to left, then you find the negative integers, and when you move right to left, then the number will decrease 1 by 1. The number will decrease 1 by 1, so that you get the least number, you get the predecessor. You can say it is a predecessor of a number. Suppose 0, then we move 0 to left, 0 from 0 to its left, so minus 1 is the result. Minus 1 is a negative integer and it is the predecessor of the number 0. Similarly, when you move from minus 1 to left side, means you get minus 2, then minus 2 is the predecessor of minus 1 and minus 2 is smaller than minus 1. So that the conclusion is, when you move left to right, then you get the greater numbers, you get the predecessors, and when you move right to left, then you get the predecessor, means the before number, the least number, the small number. Okay, if there is a comparison between minus 2 and minus 1, so it is minus 2 is less than minus 1. Minus 2 is less than minus 1. Look at minus 2 is less than minus 1. But in the case of positive integers, you know 1 is less than 2. These are the examples here. In the time of, at the time of positive integers, here 1 is less than 2, where at the time of negative integers, minus 2 is less than minus 1. So what is the difference? The difference is about its sign. Look here, there are two types of integers. One is positive integers and another one is negative integers, so that there is a sign difference. This is simple 1, simple 2 means there is a plus sign before it. There is a plus sign before it, so it need not to write here a plus sign with a positive integers. You know very well a number, normal number, you can write 9, otherwise you can put a 0 at the left side of 9, means it is a 9. It need not to write a 0 before the number 9. At the left side of 9, it is normal 9. Suppose this is 0, 1, 2, means the number is 12. It is not important, it is not necessary to put a 0 at the left position. You know very well. Similarly, at the time of positive integers, it is not important to put a plus sign. So you can normally write it 12, 14, 19. These are positive integers. No signs before it, means these are positive integers. Plus 12, plus 14, plus 19. But at the time of negative integers, you have to put the negative sign. Anyhow, you have to put negative signs. It is compulsory to put negative signs for a negative integers. So minus 2, minus 1. Look here, minus 2, minus 1, 1 and 2, there is a 0. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Look here, if you move left to right, then -1 is the successor of -2, 0 is the successor of -1, 1 is the successor of 0, and 2 is the successor of 1. Similarly, if you move right to left, then you get 1 is the predecessor of 2, 0 is the predecessor of 1, -1 is the predecessor of 0, and -2 similarly predecessor of -1. You get it? Then comparison of integers. If you compare a positive integers with a positive integer, suppose this is 4 and this is 29, and you know the numerical value is greater, this here 29 is greater than 4, the numerical value 29 is greater than 4, because on a number line if you move 4 to 29, then you have to move left to right. On a number line, if you want to move from 4 to 29, then you have to move left to right. So that's why the number 29 has more value than the number 4. So that's why 29 is greater than 4. Similarly, at the time of negative integers, suppose there are another negative integers -12 and -5. Look here, -12 and -5. Draw a number line. This is -5 and obviously -12 is present at the left side of -5. So you have to move from -5 to -12. You have to move from -5 to -12. Otherwise you can move -12 to -5. If you move -12 to -5, then the number will increase. So -5 is greater than -12. If you have an idea to move from -5 to -12, -5 to -12, then you have to move right to left. So obviously right to left means this is the predecessor. Predecessor means -5 is greater than -12. Answer is same, that -5 is greater than -12. Which direction you may move, left to right or right to left? Look here, when you move left to right, then the number value will increase. So -5 is greater than -12. When you move right to left, the number value will decrease, so that -12 is smaller than -5. Obviously -5, almost finally -5 is greater than -12. So another one more important thing is here, at the time of negative integers, you have to detect the small numerical value. The small numerical value means, look here, the numerical value means except the sign, these are the numerical value. This is my 12 and this is 5. 12 and 5. Which is greater? 12 is greater. 12 is greater. Normally, if you consider about positive integers, then you get 12 is greater than 5. But at the time of negative integers, it becomes its opposite. Completely opposite their result, completely reverse their result, means -12 is less than -5. So what is its theory? Theory is all about numerical value. At the positive integers, in the case of positive integers, the numerical value, greater numerical value is the greater number. But at the time of negative integers, the smaller numerical value, both negative integers, when you are going to compare both negative integers, means both are negative integers, like example -12 and -5, the small numerical value means without sign, the numerical value here is 12 and here is 5. The small numerical value is greater than the another number. Here 12 is the numerical value and another numerical value is 5. So 5 is less than 12, so that -5 is greater than -12. Otherwise you can detect it by drawing a number line, but it is not possible to draw a number line in every case. These numbers are closer to each other, so that here you can draw this line, this number line. Otherwise it is not possible to draw a number line in each case, so that you have to follow this rule. If both are negative integers, then you have to first detect which negative integers has the small numerical value. Another example, suppose this is 273 minus 432. Look here, both are negative integers, 273 and 432. If first you have to comparison, then first you have to detect the smallest numerical value of both the negative integers. Smallest numerical value. So first detect which are the numerical value. What is the numerical value of both this number? The numerical value is 273 and another one is 432. And as per the positive integers rule, 432 is greater than 273. So this is the smaller numerical value, 273. So at the time of negative integers, minus 273 is greater than minus 403 to 432. If both negative integers are to be compared, so the smallest numerical value containing the negative integer containing the smallest numerical value will be the greater number, will be the greater integer than the another number than the other number. This is the theory. And in my next video, we'll describe it, we'll verify it with more examples. Okay, so this is all about comparison of positive numbers. You know very well in your lower standard class, class 5 or class 4, you know how to compare both positive numbers. But here in the case of both negative integers, we follow the rules, we study about it. Next, another type is how to compare a positive with a negative numbers. How to compare a positive with a negative numbers. It is very simple. Positive numbers or negative numbers. Positive numbers is always greater than a negative number. So suppose this is 15 and this is minus 23. Whatever the numerical value it may be. Look here, 15 and minus 23. 15 is a positive integer and minus 23 is a negative integer. Just put a greater symbol for 15. 15 is greater than minus 23. You have a question in your mind that here, if you consider the numerical value, then 23 and here 15. So 23 is a greater numerical value. 23 is a greater numerical value. As per this theory, 23 is the smallest. Take another example. 15 minus 8. This is another example, 15 minus 8. As per the theory, you follow for negative integers comparison, the smallest numerical value is the greater integer. The smallest numerical value is the greater integer, is the great integer, the large integer. Look here, 15 and minus 8. When you are going to compare a positive integer with your negative integers, then just put a greater symbol for positive numbers, for positive integers. But you have a question in your mind that, look here, there are two numbers, one is positive and another one is negative, and if you compare their numerical value, and this is 15 and this is 8, and you know 15 is greater than 8, so that it is a least numerical value, it is a smaller numerical value. It doesn't mean that minus 8 is greater than 15. Minus 8 is not greater than 15. You can check it by drawing a number line and plot 15 and minus 8. If you move minus 8 to 15, then you have to move left to right, because minus 8 is a negative integer and 15 is a positive integer. So this condition is not satisfied, is not followed for a positive and negative integer comparison. This rule, the comparison of numerical value, is only applicable for negative integers. Otherwise, in positive integers, you know very well how to compare, and at the time of positive and negative integers, just follow the rule. Just put a greater symbol for positive integers. So 15 is greater than minus 8. 15 is greater than minus 8. So these are the rules of comparison of integers. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, like, share, comment on my video, and press the bell icon for latest update. Thank you.